Okay, so I'm gonna run into a bunch of mana constraints now. Just root him. I am really tanky. I can just kind of sit in the middle of them and chill. I'm playing tank Maokai. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to play against Skarner, and I just felt like Rel is terrible against Skarner, and I didn't want to play Morgana because I didn't want to run into just Murktread's Legends Tenacity everything. Even though that's kind of the same case with Maokai, but like I want to be able to frontline and shit. Okay, normally Relic is better, but I want the mana regen from Spell Thieves. I don't want to run into a scenario where I'm just like him all the time. Is there a good way to improve clicking things accurately? Like when you accidentally walk behind an enemy instead of clicking on them? No, I don't know. I don't know how any... I'm sure there's probably games. I'm sure there's like clicking games that you can play that probably could help you. I'm not skilling up anything right now because there's a good chance that I end up having to go W level 1. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go E because I'm scum. Okay, if he has a brain, he'll just walk to the brush if he's in trouble. If not, we're chilling. Why does everyone start that spell now, by the way? Like, I don't get it. Like, Q is such a short cooldown. It costs like no mana now. It helps you push the wave. Like, I don't get it. Like, what's the point in going that? Like, what's the point in going that spell? I might accidentally push him into that one. Boop! That's the brush if you need it, buds. Oh, not bad, not bad. Honestly, I'll take it. Boop. I didn't do nearly as much. Also, how the f did they die after all of that? What the f? I set that up so well. I don't know how they found a way to die after that. I don't know. I feel like that should have been like a really easy, like, advantageous scenario, you know? That was my abilities. Wasn't quite 3 yet, so have nearly the lockdown I wanted to have. I mean, we never got this guy's flash, so I feels weird that he just like walked in me. Really? You're met with an option to flash out or flash in, and you just take the, alright, dude, I'm going to the graveyard. Like, what is that, man? This increases the root duration, right? Yeah, I'm gonna max W then. I'm just playing full tank. There's actually so many characters that I can just like click root and just own them. Absolutely decimate their life. I think I just go for tier 2 boots. I'm down for the extra movement speed, and it's a really good buy. Plus, I only have 500 gold, right? So it's kind of just like, okay, well, please don't EQ over. Please, it's not worth dying for it. If he doesn't EQ over, I'm not going in. Like, you know what I mean? If he doesn't EQ over, why the f did I run into that? He literally stepped away. He was never going to be able to follow up on that. Ignite, ready. Yeah, you're right, dude. Ignite does all their HP right there. If I had ignited, that was a win. I'd rather just soak EXP over stopping recalls. Once I hit 6, I can flash W, Q, R. Oh, that's crazy. I literally dodged everything and I still had the flash. And I got exhausted. That's whack. Well, at least he didn't die. It's always good. Oh. Wow, that was so skillful. I could do something about that. That was crazy. That was so well played. Both of those abilities are on cooldown right now. Well, at least he killed him. Oh, I got an assist for that. What the f? Yeah, he stealth flash and then Prowler's Clawed. Like, the man literally traveled like 7 screens. That was sick, dude. I could do so much about that. I'm really glad I went the Spell Thieves, actually. I feel like the mana regens really helped me a ton. Yeah, I literally played that with as much caution as I could. I sapling from max range into, like, the tip of a brush. I think I'm supposed to go E second, though, if I'm going tank. Oh, just came up. That's fine, dude. I don't have any mana right now. Dude, my saplings are doing magic, though. I'm trying to make sure I don't waste any mana on saplings until I get the blue. Buried under schoolwork? Yeah, it's kind of how a lot of people are. Oh shit, I didn't block it. I can't kill him. I ignited him and shit. My Swain thought he was dead too fast, so he didn't cast like another rotation of spells and he missed out on. Silas with the new Swain ult. Yeah, Silas seems pretty good against Swain, I would definitely say. That being said, I don't really know how I feel about Swain AD carry. I think Swain solo lane is good because he gets a lot of levels. So he's just like way tankier, you know, he has more HP and more levels on his spells. I don't think Swain ADC is very good anymore. I'm just assuming this guy is off roll or something. So he's just like trying to play, you know what I mean? Like he's just trying to fill. I think we should have him. And both supports just walk it out. Both supports just like, alright, whatever, it's over. Both just acknowledge, yeah, it, we can't kill anyone. We can't kill each other. Just leave. No way Silas executes Swain like that. Yeah, I mean, damage in this game is just really stupid. It's very easy for like pretty much anything to kill anybody. And they have a lot of characters that like, want to dive into me, so it'll be, I feel like I have like my work cut out for me, for sure, when it comes to pressuring in team fights. I mean, I have no way to help that, right? I guess I can ulti like that. Dude, he ran over all my saplings. That's the easiest dive of my life, man. You know? I don't know if I can follow that. I was trying to walk out all my teammates now. Okay, so I'm gonna run into a bunch of mana constraints now. Just root him. I am really tanky. I can just kind of sit in the middle of them and chill. Dude, who cares about the... Dude, these guys ping over like the most useless shit. Who cares about the dragon? We had such a big... That's such a big team fight, Brez. Like, sure, it would have been nice to get the dragon, but like, guys, quit tearing down your teammates all the time. It's so annoying. Yeah, I mean, next is literally Glacial Shroud. I mean, you just buy Frozen Heart right here. Well, you build towards Frozen Heart. I get Glacial right here. Why doesn't your champion have 3 dashes like every other champion? Because my champion was made 10 years ago. This character might actually be older than 10 years. I don't even know when Maokai was released. How many players do you say there are in your pool at this hour? You always play with the same players? I mean, once you start playing Masters Plus, like, you're gonna see a lot of the same people. No, like, it's the same way, like, if you play at GM, or if you play, you know what I mean? You play at the same time all the time, you're gonna start seeing the same people. W resets aggro? Yeah, it does. So I intentionally walked over, like, I tanked a bunch of damage, and then, oh, okay, like, I should W him, you know? Oh, this guy's just dead. Okay, this guy's not dead. Alright, my bad. I should have used ulti in front of him so that he couldn't Gale Force out. I forgot every character in the game can just run away from you. Stupid game sometimes. I mean, they're just on this. I have no idea what anyone on my team is doing. Can you W check this? It's already gone. Very good, very good. I mean, if I can get Baron off of, like, some of their players, I think it's fine. It's manageable. Oh, nice. We got it off of 3 players. I'll take that. Maokai was released 2/16/2011. Wow, it actually is over 10 years old. I kind of said that, like, very facetiously. Maokai got updated. His ult was so good. Yeah, now he stinks. His update was a nerf. Except for support for a little bit, because then the Maokai saplings were, like, kind of dumb. Okay, now it's impossible for them to run away. Easy Maokai ultimate. Fimbulwinter? Fimbulwinter is a terrible item. Fimbulwinter is garbage. It's a waste of gold. Explain? It doesn't give you any armor or MR. It only gives you health and mana. It's useless. It's too expensive. You spend too much money buying mana. Too much of that item stat budget is your mana bar. It gives you a shield. It doesn't give you a shield that matters. I'm telling you that you would much rather have... You would much rather have armor and MR from other items. Okay, so what everyone really does a lot of times when they talk about something, they don't give it a comparable to the gold you spend to other items. They just talk about like it versus literally being naked. This is why like a lot of people don't seem to really understand items. So if I can solve all of my mana problems by building a Frozen Heart, and Frozen Heart is a better item, why would I build Fimbulwinter? Why would I build it? And also, items like Frozen Heart give you multiplicative stats, because now all my bonus health now turns into flat reduction, which is huge, by the way, for a tank. Because the way math works for like effective HP pool is flat reduction is exponential the more percentage reduction you have. I should be okay here. Good thing I wasn't scared and I actually went in and dove. I don't think anyone else on my team was going to do anything. Why is Rel bad versus Skarner? Because Rel doesn't have enough kill threat to kill Skarner if Skarner walks up. But because you're not like Leona or Nautilus, if you play Rel and Skarner runs up and grabs you, you're just gonna die. Because you're not actually like a tank. Does that make sense? Like, your character doesn't have tanky stats. See, look, tank Maokai support was insane this game. I was so tanky. I was actually legit invincible against their team. Fimbulwinter is also bad because you're also usually proccing at once. I just feel like no one reads items. That's kind of how I feel. So here's Fimbulwinter, right? So much of your stat budget is jammed into mana. It's really, like, this is a really bad item for supports because... If you look... Alright, hold on. I'll just pull it up on the wiki then. League wiki Fimbulwinter. Actually insane that I can't even look it up on the client. That's crazy. Alright, so let's look at the item, right? So, you see right here? All of the item's stat budget is jammed into mana. But you don't need that much mana. Like, the mana is unnecessary. So this is redundant value. If you can solve all of your mana problems basically with a Glacial Shroud... which is like 150 or 200 mana, you don't need 860 mana. This is useless. So basically your item, you're paying a bunch of gold for nothing, like literally nothing. And some people will go to like, oh, but the passive is it gives you bonus health based on mana. It's terrible. Like it's not worth everything that you're talking about. So now you have to look at the shield, right? Which is current mana, right? So it's a shield that is created off of current mana. But the problem is that you're not building a bunch of mana items. And also, what you need to understand is that here's one of the problems with when shields proc off of CC. Okay? If you are usually having a good team fight, you are catching people. You are initiating fights. Which means that a lot of times when you use your CC, the player either dies or doesn't return damage and spends most of their timely resources running away. Which means that a lot of times when you get this shield, it doesn't absorb anything. Because unless 5 other people turn and hit you, nothing's happening. So this is only a valuable shield when you are literally CCing a tank and just sitting there and getting the life beaten out of you the entire time. So now that we've established that most of the time the shield is bad and non-functional, even if you think of that, then what you need to understand what you need to understand on this item is that it's a multiplicative item. It amplifies its effectiveness the more items you have. But guess what? When you play support, 2 items is your cap. Your build should never reflect anything past 2 items. If you are doing a build that is only good when you have 4 items, you're trolling. You're just trolling. That's it. You're just trolling the game, like you don't care. You're disingenuous about the game. Like even there, I was super fed. I barely scraped 2 items. So this item is shit because you are not supposed to build on the intention that you are going to get multiple items. So that is why this item is shit for support. This item is fine for like if you played actual Maokai top and you're like, hey man, I usually hit like 3 to 4 items every game. And all this shit, yeah, sure, buy a tier, sit on it forever, go this item build, like, you know, do the Iceborne Gauntlet into Frozen Heart, and then, oh, maybe, like, you don't need magic resist, cool, you can build a Fimble, you can finish off the Fimble Winter. But yeah, like, the item itself is just, it's a waste, and my inventory slots are clogged. That's another thing, too, is my inventory slots are clogged in these games, right? Because I am a support. So I have to buy pinks, I have my Sightstone, right? Like, I can't just sit on a tier most of the time. It's too much inventory real estate absorbed. So that is why Fimble Winter is not a good item to build on tank support.